Hey everyone, it's Mace1370. Today we're going to do a Phyrexia All Will Be One draft. Before we get into it though, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, please see the video description below for a link to my Discord. So, apologies I haven't put any videos up for a long time. I actually got really sick after I posted the first draft, and my voice was just absolutely awful, and then I've been super busy with work the last few days. This format's also kind of stale and not the greatest. But we're going to get into it here. Let's see, we have a Mercurial Spelldancer for the rare. 2/1, can't be blocked. This is, I think, like there is some upside to this. I like this Atmosphere Surgeon a lot. Viral Spawning is decent value. Overall seems like a slightly weak pack. There's a generic 2-drop, an OK 5-drop. I guess I'd probably take the Viral Spawning. I think blue is kind of a weak color in this format. The Spelldancer is, I suppose, not bad. A 2/1 that can't be blocked. Now, let's just take the rare and play it, because I haven't played it a ton. I think I've only played it once. It was okay. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you put an oil counter on it. The problem is, I think this kind of incentivizes you to be blue-red, which is not good. But I think you could probably just play it as a generic 2-drop in any, given blue deck. Let's see what we have here. The Glider is fine. We have an Augury, Fisher. This also kind of seems like a weak pack. This Noxious Assault is a strong card. You can kind of just Zerg them. I feel like it's maybe the strongest card in this pack. Overall, it feels like a bit of a weak pack as well. These other uncommons are not very impactful. And nothing here really makes me want to, jump into a particular color for it. I guess we'll just speculate with the Noxious Assault. Okay, there's an Atmosphere Surgeon, a Mesmerizing Dose, Prologue to Phyrexia. So blue appears quite open. There's this Font of Progress, which is kind of like a build around. I guess this and Spelldancer both have oil synergies. I've been pretty impressed with Atmosphere Surgeon. There are a decent number of non-creature spells you can use, and just the ability to give things flying in an aggressive format is really nice. Blocking is, difficult enough, but if you can just get through without giving them the opportunity to use a combat trick, I think it's really strong. So I think we probably just take Atmosphere Surgeon here. I've been pretty impressed by him. Dose is also pretty good as far as blue cards go. Chrome Prowler's okay. It's pretty decent in that artifact theme of a deck. We'll just take the Surgeon. Alright, now there's a Trawler Drake. Why do I feel like a blue oil deck could be a possibility here? We also have this Flensing Raptor, and this card is really strong if you can get some other poison creatures along with it. But we haven't really seen any white up to this point, so I would hesitate to jump in just for that. I think Trawler Drake is a decent enough 3-drop for blue. Cameo's Logbook. This is a pretty slow card, even if I guess you have a bunch of artifacts. Not doing anything on turn 3 is not really what you want to do in this format. It's really aggressive, really fast. Alright, I guess we'll take the Drake. Monument to Perfection. So this looks super slow. That's pretty funny. So activate only if there are 9 or more lands with different names. Interesting. It doesn't really seem like that's what we'll be doing. So we have a Dose here we can take and continue the blue theme. Charge of the Mites, pretty decent card. It's flexible removal or toxic creatures. It importantly makes these little guys that are also artifacts, so you can use that to trigger, various artifact abilities. Some kind of medium white stuff. I guess we'll just take the blue card. This is a late Flensing Raptor. Also kind of a late Ambulatory Edifice. Both of those cards seem pretty decent. There's not a blue card here that I love, so I don't mind speculating on the Raptor. Blue-white flyers, could be a thing. We have Trawler Drake and Raptor, and then, Spelldancer just kind of gets in. Not a super cohesive theme, but it's always been decent and limited. I do like this Edifice also. But, yeah, let's take the Raptor and spend it here. Okay, let's see, what do we got? There's this kind of generic blue 4-drop. Could be value in getting an instant or something like that back. Against all odds. Also, kind of a specific niche value card. Furnace Strider is the best card in the pack, but we're not... I don't think we're really red. Have we seen much red go by? I don't think we have. I guess I'll just take the blue 4-drop. It blocks decently. Here's a Dose in 8th pick. That's not horrible. A late Predation Steward as well. This card isn't terrible as well. The red-green oil deck. 2 cards in the red-green oil deck we just got here at the very end. But blue seems quite open, so... Okay, wow, the Atmosphere Surgeon Wield. Interesting. I'm not sure what my second color is going to be, but I think we're just staying open at this point. Let's see, do we want Experimental Augury or this kind of crappy 5-drop? I think we want the Augury. This is a card that cycles effectively and also proliferates, so it could proliferate onto this to give it another oil counter. Also, we have the Atmosphere Surgeon, so it can proc that, so I think that's a decent enough card for us. This Dose Wield, that seems kind of nice. Font of Progress also wield. I don't know how to build around this. Let's see. Font of Progress enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters. Target player mills X cards. Do we just take this and try to go for the build around? No, let's just take the Dose. Okay, these are probably not where we want to be. I'll just take the uncommon. But I don't think we're playing it. Let's see. I think it's okay to take one of these. Yeah, we'll take the first land. Yeah, people really don't like blue in this card. Alright, we opened a Kato Dancing Shadow, and this Voidwing hybrid as well. So I guess it wants us to be blue-black. Definitely going to take the Planeswalker. Most of the Planeswalkers are pretty good. You know, he can immediately come down and cycle. He can, you know, kind of interact with certain creatures. He can create additional creatures. So Kato is, I think, pretty decent. I don't know if this Voidwing hybrid will wheel. Blue is so open, it honestly might.
Relax.
So now for blue-black, we can, I guess, have an eye out for some of the more premium black removal spells and play those pretty easily. A lot of the black creatures are toxic, and we do have a proliferate effect here as well, so we could go the toxic angle, potentially, if we get past those. Alright, well, speaking of, here's a Voidwing hybrid. I think we just slam that. Anything we could wheel here? A bunch of red cards, which we're not really interested in. Slowbad Iron Goblin. Sacrifice an artifact. He's a 3/3 for 3, so that's playable and limited already, probably. You know, if you have to. But his ability's not very relevant. Yeah, maybe... I don't think we'll wheel Whisper of the Dross, just because it's like kind of the only usable black card in here. So, but definitely taking this hybrid. Honestly, if we play black only for hybrids like Kato and some removal, that's maybe fine. Another Atmosphere Surgeon. Do I need 3 of these? Is there anything else I could take? We have this Vat of Rebirth. Whenever another artifact or creature you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you put an oil counter on it. Remove 4, and return a creature to the battlefield from the graveyard, activate only as a sorcery. This is very slow. Very slow. We have this Eye of Malcator, but it's more of the artifact theme. This just seems too slow to be usable. But also, 3 Atmosphere Surgeons. It just feels like a very lopsided draft, taking all the same card like that. Alright, well, I guess there's another Vat of Rebirth here, but we have a 2-drop in this Pestilence Siphoner. Vraska's Fall. This card is okay, but you need things that can be sacrificed easily, so like Might tokens or, you know, there's that 1/1 artifact that cycles you could theoretically sack, but that's kind of slow and clunky. I guess we just take the 2-drop here. Another evasive, you know, creature with Toxic is nice. It would be nice to get some stuff on the ground to help us block. Alright, so we have the choice between a Glistening Seer. There's this Chittering Skitterfang, which is also pretty good. I think we have a few ways to enable Toxic, and then we have this Ambulatory Edifice. This guy blocks pretty well. I kind of like him in this deck, just because we have some early Toxic here to enable him. I think the Seer might wheel. Ambulatory Edifice is also quite good. But I think we have some synergy with the Chittering Skitterling, so we can pick him up. Interesting. We have this rare blue 4 Mirrodin equipment. You may have it become a copy of another target creature you control. That doesn't seem great. There's another Trawler Drake. We could also take this counter. I do like this counter, and we do have... I think we will be angling for some poison. But the Drake seems pretty nice. Let's take the counter. Mix it up. But that's interesting. This is, I think, one of the weaker planeswalkers. We can take our draw spell, but there's also a Necro Skeeto. I kind of want both of these. Maybe we take the uncommon just because I think blue is so open, we'll likely see another Insight somewhere in the draft. Necrosquito's not horrible. Whenever something else dies, you get to, put another oil counter on it. So it can get big. And look at that. Here's a Vivisurgeon's Insight, so we can pick one of those up now. And lo and behold, the Voidwing hybrid did wheel. Nice. Dang, also an Experimental Augury and a Bring the End. I wouldn't mind another Augury or two. It does turn on the Atmosphere Surgeons, although at this point, is there really anything we want to bounce up into the air? There's actually not. Not really. So we may be cutting the Surgeon. We'll see what we can get. Alright, not a ton here. This thing can proliferate, so there is some synergy with our deck. And he's a 2/5, so he kind of blocks. I'm not, super enthusiastic about playing him, but I guess we will if we run out of player rules. Nothing really here we want to use. And the Seer did wheel. Nice. I think having a Seer is fine in blue decks. The 0/3 blocks pretty decently. And, we have a couple proliferate effects in our deck to give him more oil counters. We activate the Spell Dancer again. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you put an oil counter. Okay. And the Trawler Drake wheeled, so I guess we just get everything. Huh, that's a Thrun. Thrun is pretty absurd. There's like no blue. Not really. Could just take the Thrun. It's hard to ditch black though when we have double hybrid and we have the Kato, so we're not playing Thrun. What does this do? Necrogen Communion. Give a creature toxic 2. That seems kind of bad. But it kind of cycles. Could be fun. Could be interesting on one of our evasive creatures. Really get the toxic ramping up. Alright, I'm going to give it a shot. Thrumming Bird, that's a nice pickup. That proliferates. Kind of want more ways to gum the ground up. We don't have a ton of those yet. There's this Ichor Synthesizer. He does that. He's a decent blocker. Alright, let's take a Thrumming Bird. Okay, what do we have? So here's a Synthesizer. We have one of these counters. There's this Transplant Theorist. 2/4, that's not super exciting. We don't have a ton of artifacts, I don't think, right? So we can take the counter or the Synthesizer. We have a lot of creatures. I'm going to take the counter just for some interaction. We have, I think, a lot of creatures already. Here's an Augury we probably take. No black cards, really. Tempting to take this just for the mythic. Take the collection, etc., but I think we can take the Augury. I mean, we have enough cards here we can cut something. That's another Voidwing hybrid. That's really nice. Yeah, I think ideally I want to find things that can help me stabilize, because I feel like we're still lacking in that part. Okay, that's another Voidwing hybrid. Geez, but there's also this Raptor. This is exactly kind of what I want. That's painful. Because the hybrid's so good. But I think we need this Raptor. We'll have to settle for 3. Let's see, the Watcher's okay. What does this do? 3 mana for a 3/3 toxic 1. Other rats you have toxic, but we don't really have any other rats. Any number of rat cards and put them into your hand. It's double black, which is a little awkward for the deck, because we don't have a ton of black, so let's just take the black. I don't even think we'll play it. I don't think we play either of those, to be honest. Okay. Well, probably if we're going to play anything, it's the Pestilence Siphoner. Because I don't think we're really playing these Atmosphere Surgeons. There's nothing we have that we need to bounce into the air, really. Kind of surprising. But, I mean, I think they work really well in some decks. Just for ours, I don't really see the need. A lot of our stuff is, you know, evasive and flying as it is. Dang, I was really hoping for another Raptor. I think that would have helped out a lot. A Seer, I don't know if we'll play 2. We need, like, maybe something on the higher end. Just like a bigger creature with flying could be nice. Maybe we'll take it this time. We do have an Ichor Synthesizer. So we can pick them up just so we have one. Consideration. Here's another one. I doubt we're playing 2. Guess we'll just take the Transplant Theorist. Not playing these. I think blue is regarded pretty well as like one of the weakest colors in the format, so it makes sense that it's, you know, as open as it is. People just don't want to play it. Alright, curated fine. Alright, so we have some stuff to cut. Okay. So we have quite a few cards here. I think we can cut this guy, he's pretty weak. Also, this Curator is... these are all kind of medium. Your Synthesizer does block okay, so I don't mind running 1. I guess this Necrogen Communion is pretty awful, we can just get rid of it. The Malcator's Watcher doesn't really have any synergy with our deck. It's just a 1/1. Oh, we don't need the Chrome Prowler either. You know, it's... I guess value in that it's a flyer that's going to constantly ping in for damage, but to be honest, it because we're not really running the artifact theme, I don't really see much point. Okay, so let's see, what do we have? How much our creature count? 15. Our curve is quite low. And we have a Glistening Seer to block, we have the Synthesizer, we have 3 doses to, you know, help keep them tapped down. Break. Yeah, I think this is fine. So we just need to cut one more thing. I feel like it's probably just an experimental augury. Because the card's kind of filler, right? Having, you know, 1 is fine. I don't mind that. I think this is good. Is there anything we want to bring in? The Atmosphere Surgeons are a strong card, but like I mentioned earlier, everything we have pretty much flies anyways. So not much point there. Yeah, I think this is fine. We need 8 swamps. I guess we do have a lot of Voidwing hybrids. And that needs early black mana, so I think 8 is probably fine. And the only double blue we have is Dose, which we're not even necessarily using on turn 3, so I think this is alright. Okay, game 1 is against Ethical... something. We have both of our colors of mana. We have a bunch of early drops, and we get to go first. We have a counterspell and like lots of toxic stuff to enable it. So yeah, this is a keeper. We just need to draw a land or 2, right? Maybe we should have run 16 lands. I'm just so used to running... Oh, please don't dross my guy. Okay, thank you. I'm just so used to running 17 in my, you know, in my draft decks, because that's usually what you play in this format. But I think a lot of people are running 16. Okay, Drown and Ichor. I'm just going to add another Voidwing hybrid, I suppose. These aren't legendary, right? Yeah, they're not. Maybe they should be like Bat Rats or something, just so they have rat synergy. Okay, he does nothing. That's a little weird. Got a land, that's nice. And go ahead and attack in here. Going to kill my hybrid. Do I care about that? So whenever I proliferate, I get to bring them back to my hand, right? And this proliferates. Next is 5 or more, so he doesn't get that value. It's fine. We could get a poison counter on him, but you know, we have this now, and we're gonna proliferate next turn probably if we draw a land, which we do because we're great. Okay, nice. So we got that. So now we can play the Spell Dancer and leave up a counter spell. Then I think if he doesn't do anything, we can end of turn Augury, proliferate, which will get tokens on stuff. Oh, or are we just countering here? So he's just tapping all the way out. So I think we just counter this. Okay, nice. We can kind of do the same play here. We just attack in. We get to end the turn. Okay, that's really big. I'm just going to counter it. And then I'm going to Augury. Let's see. Look at the top 3. Put 1 into my hand and the rest on the bottom of my library. Well, I'm going to take Kato here. And then we're going to do this. We get both of our Voidwing hybrids back. Alright. So now do we want to play Kato or do we want to play our hybrids? You return one of them to its owner's hand. If you do, you may activate loyalty on him twice. I don't really need to do that. We can play him and draw a card. Or we can play our hybrids. I think probably just playing the Planeswalker is better and drawing a card. Yeah. We can also sacrifice our oil counters off this. But that's just to copy an instant or sorcery, so we don't need to do that yet. We can, when we get land, we can do that. So let's attack in. Line. And then we can probably double insight off of this. So let's play Kato. So I want to play Kato here, I think, because this will help us dig to a land. Draw a card.
Stay quiet, and we'll be fine.
Okay, no luck. Because if we get a land, we can double insight, which would be pretty funny. Oh, he concedes. Unlucky. Okay, here's game 2 against Gom99. Alright, we have our lands. We're on the play, which is nice. We have Kato. Seems like a keep to me. Do we have double black instead of double blue, which is a little awkward, but that's okay, I think. Probably lead with our Spell Dancer. Okay, he has no turn 1 play. I'm a fan of that. Okay, we got our land. That's nice. And I think here we play Trawler Drake, because when we play Kato, we will be able to get a counter on it. Although, is he counterspelling me? He is. Okay, that's fine. That just means he doesn't get to counter Kato, right? Wait, did he... Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Now we're just going to Kato. And let's see, we can make a 2/2 colorless drone with Death Touch. I think we do that. Let's make the drone. Then we can just start drawing cards. This thing's pretty good. So we can doze it, but let's see. Doesn't untap. He still gets the effect though. Ugh. Okay, up to one target creature can't attack or block until your next turn. So if you don't control a creature... Yeah, so he's still going to get the 3/3. That's pretty annoying. Does this fly? It does not. I'm going to draw a card. Alright. Yeah, this doesn't fly. So now we can play out the hybrid and the Anchor Synthesizer. Pass. Attacks. We're just going to try to get as much value off Kato as we can, I guess. This is kind of annoying, though, that he's going to get this 3/3. Although I guess we can Kato the token. We can block it with... okay, well, we got value off of it. Off of our Kato, even though he did kill it. Am I reading this wrong? Oh, it's whenever you proliferate. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to get in with my hybrid. It doesn't feel quite worth dozing this yet. It's not really doing anything. And I can't stop the effect anyways, so might as well just, you know, save dose for something more impactful to the board. I don't like that at all. Now he gets his 3/3. Yeah, that's really bad for me. Drumming Bird is not horrible. It's more damage in the air and it ramps up his poison pretty quickly. So we'll probably get to Corrupted pretty soon. This is just a 3/3, right? Yeah. He's splashing red. Probably for a removal spell. Does this... Yeah, this proliferates, right? Yeah. Nice. Oh, hello. Ward 3. Yikes. Ugh. That's so bad. So this is what he's splashing red for. Alright, if we get one... If we get one more land, we can doze it. That feels really bad. I guess we cast our Necros Widow. And we pass. Alright, that's a nice one. Just hits for 6, right? Yeah, okay. I take it. I guess I could block with hybrid and then just bring it back if we can dose something. We don't need to do that this turn, though. Seer, okay. Third dose. Interesting. It's 1/1 for each oil counter on it. And whenever something goes to the graveyard, he gets bigger. Is it wrong to just start chumping with hybrid? I think we're definitely attacking in... You know what, I'm going to attack in with both because I want to make sure he gets... He has a trick or something here. I feel like he has removal. I want to put some pressure... We're not even really trading that much damage. Yeah, here we go. Okay. figured. I want to make sure he gets to 3 toxic so we can activate Chittering and Skitterfang, because that could help us draw some cards. Yep, that wasn't oops. He could have gotten me really good there. Ooh, this proliferates on. That's actually really nice. Yeah. Okay, nice. Oh, he really screwed up. Yeah, this was definitely the move. And he even killed this thing. So now we can chump and sack, right? Yeah, and only once each turn. Okay, nice. And then, yeah, and our Necro Squid is now a 4/4, and it's going to get really big. He still attacks. Okay, we go to block. We're going to block here. So that's our blocker. And then we're going to sack him. Submit. Why? I don't think he can afford to attack here. That seems like a misplay to me. Okay, he's dozing this, which kind of stinks, but we can just sack it next turn and get Elbow, and that gives him a lot of 1/1s, so that's a little spooky. Yeah, I don't love that. Some lands would be super nice. Okay. Well, let's just activate this. Land? Okay, we got our land. Shoot, it was a swamp though. We needed an island, because then we could have done 3 things. I feel like we kind of need to do 3 things. He has a lot of damage on the board now. So we can do 2 things. I think we have to dose this. He's tapped out, he can't counter this. Yeah. Get our hybrid back. Now we're in defensive mode. I just needed to turn this off because I don't really have the resources right now to, you know, toss down hybrid and then do the sack thing and bring it back. Although maybe we need to just get air power down really quick so we can kill him. But I kind of wanted to remove this off the board. I didn't want to chump for a turn. He only has 7 of these. We can block 3 of them. Okay, he's just going for it. Okay. Whoops. I don't think I have anything to get rid of dose, right? We can just do this, might as well. Alright. And I guess we'll just do this to save some damage and get some life back. We can dose the token if he gets another one. Okay, so now we need to drop some creatures. Man, how do we not have more lands? That's so frustrating. Let's drop them down. Do I want a 1/1 or do I want an 0/3? Probably just the... I guess the 1/1. trades off. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. It's double black. Alright. He really needs to brick on non-creature spells. Because if he goes wider, then we're in trouble. And he's like basically looking at 2 cards a turn, so I feel like that's unlikely to happen. Okay, he's getting in with everything. Gonna go to blockers here. Might as well just take one of these out. This can go on one of these. This can go on these. These. Blocking everything, I think, right? Yeah. And this is whenever you cast, right? Yeah, so I can't really do much about it. Whoops. Okay, I actually don't. That's fine. I'm totally fine with him having that. That was pretty good. So we can do this. Goes you. Proliferate. Get our hybrids back. Man, how do we... It's kind of crazy that we don't have any more blue lands. Like, how can I not do anything? That's so dumb. It has to be artifact or creature. Okay, so can I afford to attack this turn? I think I can. I'm at 7, he's at 8, and I know he has a thing in hand. He'd be throwing a creature away to do it. So we're going to attack with our unblockable. Alright, if he bricks this next turn, I think we have a really good shot. He can return this and replay it, but that doesn't matter. We still have 1 dose in our hand, although we're really, like, crippled by the lack of blue mana here. Oh, I guess he can get in for a couple with the Fleshless Gladiator. But then he sacks the token, probably? No, I guess he can just attack him with this. He should be attacking him with this to gain the life. And he topped, which is not good. Attack with your Gladiator. Block. Ooh, drew a counterspell. I think that's good. Okay, so I think we can attack in. This guy. Because we can't kill him this turn. And so I think now we just need to maximize our defenses, which I think is basically Voidwing hybrid. This guy. Okay, if he has an instant, it doesn't matter if I counter it, because he still gets the tokens. Right? So I think we just need to play a creature out. I assume this isn't instant to get a bunch of 1/1s, because he topped it. Oh, okay. That's totally fine. Ooh, I guess I do go to 8 poison. I'm almost dead to poison. He has the 1 toxic creature. I should have been paying attention to that. I don't think that'll super matter. I guess, oh, he gets a 3/3. That is annoying. Yeah, okay. Still, oh, I should have, oh, that was, oof, I misplayed big time. I could have sacked the thing to Chittering. I was so busy counting blockers and stuff. Yikes. I think he's still dead. He goes to 3 and just dies to Ichor Synthesizer, I think. I don't think he has lethal here at all. Okay. Alright, we go to blocks. Let's see here. If he has a proliferate effect and I let a poison through, I die, so we need to block that. This blocks the most damage, and I should block here. And then I guess we can trade off this, because if he does it, he loses a life. Ooh, I misplayed big time though. I gave him a free 3/3. That was so bad. I deserve to lose. Because if I had sacked my dude, then it would have fizzled, right? Would I have sacked this and prevented the lifelink? I'm really firing on all cylinders right now. Okay, we still win, even though I played poorly. Okay, game 3. This is Mad Mardigan. Yeah, I think I made multiple misplays in that previous game. Okay, we get to go first again, because I guess we're just better, and this looks like a pretty sweet hand, so let's keep it. Kind of awkward on the double black again, though. I think we play out hybrid first, for sure. There's a Spell Dancer. I still think we play this guy out. I guess the argument for Spell Dancer is if we dose on turn 3, like if we were to draw an island or something, yeah. This adds a mana, so we would have gotten an oil counter on it. But this way we get Toxic, and we can proliferate the Toxic, and I think there's value to that. Do we want to... I think we do want to dose this, because this ramps him, and that's kind of scary. So we have a couple options next turn. We can double 2-drop, or we can Kaido. That's not very scary. Death Touch Toxic 1. I feel like we probably just Kaito? No, let's just get the pressure on the board. Yeah, let's do that. This way, we can Thrumming Bird on Kaito next turn, right? And that's pretty good value. And this gives, gets pressure on the board, like I said. Also, I guess it's nice because we can Kaido to get a counter onto Spell Dancer and then proliferate that as well. Oh, never mind. This thing has reach, so we can't really attack in with Thrumming Bird. That was unfortunate. It's also a little unfortunate. He's just getting in. Really? Oh, I guess he really wants to toxic me? Okay. Okay. Well, we're definitely Kaidoing. Then we have the option of like using his thing twice and bouncing something to our hand. Which I don't think... Maybe we do it this turn just to get the value. Let's see, so we can make you not be able to attack or block, please. Now we can attack
Too slow.
with both, because I'm not blocking. Do I want to do this? We could bounce the Voidwing hybrid. I guess this is also one way I could have bounced the Necro Squiddo last game. Or the Dose. This kind of takes pressure off of him, but we would draw an extra card. I'm gonna just... I think we... No, actually, I think we do... Yeah, we do. We bounce this, and we make a 2/2.
Let's show
I think that's worth.
Scrapheads what real tech can do.
Right, you can't attack or block, and then you can, but we can block with the token. Even if he blows the token up, this can't kill Kaito. And I think he's a little screwed on mana here. And we're drawing a lot of land, so there's a good chance we can just start playing multiple things and using this twice a turn. You know, and locking his board down and drawing cards and stuff. Alright, that's kind of a bummer, because this can target Planeswalkers, right? Oh no, it's just creature or Planeswalker. Huh? Why didn't he just get rid of Kaido? Really? Maybe he didn't realize I used Kaido on this? Strange.
Dare you to try that again.
Alright. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to attack. Attack with you.
I've got a good
And I guess we can bounce this. Let's do that, because I want to draw. We can lock down you. And
I can run circles
let's
around
draw a
you.
card. Okay.
Even I
I think we just play a bunch of 2-drops. Oh, what am I doing? I can't do that. We always have more black mana. That was dumb. Should have just played the 5. Because we're kind of behind on cards, so I feel like, yeah, that's bad. If he attacks Kaido, I'm just going to let it happen. That's fine, you can hit Kaido.
Nice try, but I'm gonna win.
Okay. Alright, that's not horrible. Let's lock you down. He can tap a creature if he wants. We're gonna attack in with you. I want to activate
I've
twice.
outsmarted you
I don't
this time.
think I do this turn. Fine. Okay, do I want to draw and discard and fish for an island? Because then we could play Spell Dancer also. We could also play Dose and tap down the Sinew Dancer. He doesn't really have mana to use the Sinew Dancer, so I don't think we need to do that yet. I think we just do this, because he's dead with the Flyers next turn. Draw, and we can just... We kill... Do we just toss... No, we just toss this thing. Yeah. This blocks. He can use all of his mana to tap it on our turn if he wants, but then this is getting in. Infectious Bite. That's annoying. He can kill Kaido now. He's running out of cards though. Okay, that's fine. Kaido down, I guess. And he's still at 6 life, so he's pretty far behind.
Tougher than I expected.
Okay, another swamp. That was not super helpful. This can now block me. Okay. So we're just going to play this. And I think next turn we will dose this down so we can get in. Still don't think he can afford to use Sinew Dancer. Okay, he bounced that. That's okay. Annoying, but that's okay. Better he use it on this than on the Basilisk. This will give him Corrupted, though. Oh, I guess he really wants to ensure we get... Okay, fine. Alright. So let's hit in with both. Now I think we tap down the Sinew Dancer, because it can tap anything now. And we're probably going to hold this Surgical Bay. Oh, we get our Voidwing Hybrid back. That's pretty sweet. I was going to say we probably save this Surgical Bay to cycle next turn. But he's dead to Spell Dancer unless he has an answer for it. He's had a lot of removal, though. Okay, nice. Okie doke. We are now fighting Gamimi BT. We go first, but this hand is really bad. Really bad. We have no turn 2 play. We do have a couple Trawler Drakes, but doing nothing on turn 2 and then playing a 2/2 on turn 3 doesn't seem great. So we're going to pitch that. This is also super bad. This is like, I can't keep this. I can't cast a single card in my hand. I guess we can keep this. Goodness gracious. Alright, what are we pitching here? I guess we can pitch... we probably have to pitch one land, as painful as that is. And the dose. This way we have a couple plays and we can augury for whatever we're missing here. I don't know if this is, strictly like the best winning strategy, but when I mulligan down, to a low amount, I tend to be a little greedy with lands because I feel like I'm at a disadvantage anyways. I need to get lucky to win, so I'm just trying to set myself up to curve out, I guess. Okay, Dune Mover. Alright, got a land. Let's get in there, Voidwing Hybrid. And it looks like I'm basically going to play some flying things with Toxic, and I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope we can race. Red-White could have Flyers. Not blocking. Okay. Alright, so he's also on the toxic plan. He's going to get corrupted. He can probably do more with that than I can. Okay, do I want to block? Could block. It would prevent him from getting corrupted for this turn. But, I mean, let's be honest. He's going to get it next turn, so does it really matter? Like, could he do anything with corrupted this turn? It really impacts me? I don't think so. And I feel like I want to close this game out as quickly as I can. So I just want to hit in for 3 toxic next turn in the air. If we can get 2 full attacks in, we just win, because we can use this to push it to 10. Never mind. Alright. Well, I guess I'm playing Necro Squiddo. I guess I could have left this back to chump block the Dune Mover and then proliferate to bring it back. That might have been a better play. Now I don't know if we're really racing anymore. Oh. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger, that trigger happens an additional time. Cool. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Even worth attacking with this? Guess not. Yeah, no, I think it is. I'm not blocking with it. We will block with the Voidwing hybrid, though. I also could have auguried on my turn. Okay. Now we're pretty dead. I was going to say to potentially draw into a playable, because I had 5 mana. I might be a little too concentrated on value here, because I wanted to get the value with the hybrid. Alright. Am I just dead? This is like 8 damage. I guess I'm technically not dead. But pretty close. Okay. Yeah, I have nothing that can save me. We're dead. Alrighty, playing another game against Zong 17th. Think we're playing a game against him? Maybe he's deciding to take a mulligan or something, or I'm timing out. I feel like usually you get to see your hand at this point. Alright, I'm going to pause for a sec. Okay, we're back. It looks like he timed out. I guess I can keep this. We have a 2-drop, some removal. You may pause it again, though, because it looks like he might have stepped away from the computer. Okay, now we're back. Swamp, I don't love. We have plenty of lands. Okay, better creature than I have. That's cool. Although we did draw a way to block it, right? So that's nice. Alright, we are definitely not blocking. Probably playing the Skitterling. Oh, yuck. Rude. Okay, we've drawn all of our doses. But now we're in a bind because we're still getting toxic here. I will block the 2/2. Please don't play anything. That would be swell. Although he can just Skull Bomb next turn if he really needs to. Oh. Oh. Well, I feel pretty dead. He gets to make one of these on the beginning of his turn. And then his things get lifelink pretty rapidly. So we can dose something, but it doesn't really matter. So you can just spell bomb it in. I guess we just do this because it blocks anyways, and then this way we can start getting counters on it. Although it doesn't use our mana as well. Yep, there's that. And I am corrupted. Okay, right on time, Glistening Seer. We can play him. And we can play this to proliferate. I guess we lock this down. And now we just lose to Skrelv's Hive. I don't think we have an answer for this card. He's just getting like one of these every turn. We'd have to race him. And we've done almost no damage at this point. Okay. This doesn't even feel like it's worth dosing. Although, that will give us our 3/3. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, resolve, auto pay, tap it down, proliferate, and let's get in with our 3/3. Because we do not have a lot of time. Awesome. More board relevant cards that are better than mine. This is not looking good. This is looking decidedly bad. Okay, he's getting in. Let's see, we can go to blocks here. We can block you. I guess I eat one of these. And then just take the damage. Sure. We can activate you. I guess that's okay. Keep that. It blocks the mites, at least, which is nice. But his stupid things have lifelink now, so that feels impossible. Drop you. And he's giving one of them 3/3 every turn. We're gonna ditch the Voidwing because we can just bring it back. Yeah, I have no way to get rid of this Porcelain Zealot, so I think we just die. It's gaining 3 a turn. Okay, I think this is over. Okay, next game is against Spike. This is, I think, definitely a mulligan. We have no islands. Okay, here we have islands and cards we can cast, so this is a pretty good hand. Here, I think we kind of want to keep all 3 lands because if we don't draw land, lands, then we're pretty not in a good spot. So do we want to keep the counter or do we want to keep the dose? Well, we're going to go 2 and then 3. And we do have a toxic card to enable this. I think the dose is probably better. You know, it has Proliferate, which can bring back Hybrid if he kills it. I like that. It's good value. He's probably going to play a creature, right? He might not play something that we have time to counter. Puts a counter on the Drake. Like here, I feel compelled to dose this. I guess we can wait 1 turn, because then we get value on the Trawler Drake. This does ramp him, though, which is annoying. Okay, I guess we just dose that instead. And I guess these are only 1/1s when they come down. Yikes. Alright, we do get to proliferate though, that's nice. Okay, well doing... yeah. Dosing that was probably the play, I guess, wasn't it? Yikes. Okay, so that's a 5/5. That's cool. We can attack with the Drake, because we're not blocking the 5/5, right? And I think we definitely play Seer. Now the question is, do we play Ichor Synthesizer or the Siphoner? I think we just play the Siphoner. We don't really have any ways to get counters on this right now, so it's just going to be a 1/3 and sit there. He doesn't have anything on the ground we can block with it, and this can at least get in. He's at 10 already. So we're winning the race, even though he has a 5/5. And we can probably Seer into a land. I stop on my draw step so I can do that. Okay. Really wanted to get the Necro Squiddo out before he did that, but that's okay. Activate. Resolve. Well, it's not a land, but it's a flying threat that we can play. And it does damage, right? A decent amount of damage. I think we keep this. Sure, we'll top it. Definitely attack. This is also harder to kill with a lot of the red removal spells. The Necro Squiddo just dies to all of them. You know, like Hex Gold Slash and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, this thing can get rid of things in the graveyard. That is moderately annoying for us because we would like to get our Voidwings back. This is still 2 more counters off from becoming a threat. We're gonna get bashed for 5 again, though. Yeah, we can't even pump this to be big enough to matter. I think as soon as he taps out so that this doesn't get blown up by an instant, we're gonna dump the counters. Whoa there, buddy. Chill out. Toxic 6? Are you kidding? Okay. I guess I could have Glistening Seared. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna at least use 2 of these. I think this does 4 damage. So he goes to 5, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually 5, so I think this is fine. I think we want to leave 1 counter on this so that if we get a proliferate effect, we'll be able to, you know, it gives us another damage. Right. So we're taking all of... We can't block this, even if we wanted to. And we're going to chump the 5/5, is the plan. He needs like a removal spell, because we have 2 blockers for his thing. But if he has a removal spell, then we don't have lethal. And then we're just going to die on the next turn. Okay, I like that. He's going to attack in with both. Go to blocks. We're going to block here. And we're going to use it. He's going to hunt for an answer, because I think he's dead on board right now. He definitely bought him that. Hey, we got there. Alrighty, next game is against Perers. We get to go first. We have a nice opening hand, very nice opening hand actually. Yeah, we keep this for sure. We're not really going to cast that anytime soon, but we have the Seer, so I think we're going to hit our land drops. Our Morphic, okay. I do not mind drawing lands here. And we don't need to stop on our upkeep because we're probably gonna do it at the end of turn first. And see what we have coming up. It's really easy to auto attack with this guy on Magic Arena, I found. Okay, 3/1 Toxic 2. That's actually kind of spooky. Alright. Let's see what we get. Doze. I like that. We're just gonna doze it. Done deal. Okay, we are going to first attack. See, like here I was really tempted to click all attacks again, because I'm a monkey and I just turn things sideways. And then we can dose this because we don't have a good block for it. And proliferate. And in the turn. If he has no relevant play here, we're in a really good spot. Then we can start leaving up counter. To be fair, we don't have a ton of pressure. Alright, he has a Vorak. That's okay. I think we're still ahead tempo-wise. It's pretty cool lands. I haven't really, like, farmed enough in this game to get the neat cosmetic stuff. Let's see, this takes 7 turns to kill me, and this we have 8 more turns, so I guess technically we're behind now, so we need to do something. He's taking a while here. There's nothing to proliferate, friend. Okay. Maybe he was debating about which land to take. 3 colors out the gate. You don't see that very often. Okay, we are going to Seer. So we are going to Seer. Do we want an island? I don't think we do this turn because we have one coming up. And we can stop. Whoops. Okay. I thought I clicked that. Maybe I did it too slowly. So we'll play that. Unideal that we didn't get to use Seer again, but we will get corrupted and we can at least counter something this turn. If he plays something that's worth countering at least. It's not the end of the world because we needed the 5th land for the Fisher anyways. And I guess, ideally we do want to counter something here so that we can tap out for Fisher. Play something. Okay, I'm just going to counter it because I'm not going to do anything next turn. Okay. Ooh, Kato. Uh-huh. I think we want Kato, right? Yes, let's take him. And we are going to play Kato, I think. Play Kato or play the Fisher? We don't have good blocks for either of his things. We can make a Death Touch creature, though.
This fight is already over.
I guess, yeah, we're going to have to attack in with Voidwing Hybrid here. And do this. And then return him to hand, because he wasn't blocking anyways. Now we can create this, and then we
Phyrexia has
will
minions, but I have friends.
prevent... Which do we not want to attack? I guess we don't want... Doesn't really matter. The toxic one.
That should be enough of a distraction.
And we also have the option of just attacking in with the drone and then activating Kato twice. We can, you know, bounce the drone and then get the effect. Oh, alright, well, he's just killing him. It's fine, we still get value off of him though.
My Emperor needs me.
Alright, yeah, I'll trade my 2/2 for a 3/3. We need to scry. No, I don't think we do. We can instead play double Voidwing Hybrids. I'm kind of saving this for a 6th land just because we don't need it. And I want to save this because if we can proliferate on it, we get more value. Another Vorak. It's fine. You probably should attack, yeah. I will block because we can. We have a lot of proliferate cards in our deck. We can probably get this Voidwing Hybrid back. If we draw a Doze or something like that. Another one. Okay. All right, my turn. We drew another Voidwing Hybrid. Okay, well, not going to block with the hybrid, so we can attack in with him. More damage, and I think now we do play the Fisher. Okay, we drew the land, we can just ditch it. He can hit us in for 3, but we have 6 air power, so I think we're winning the race pretty handily. Ugh. Yuck. Never mind. Oh, wait, what? Huh. That's surprising. I think he should have gotten rid of my Fisher? That just seems like a horrible play. Unless he sees something I don't. The Fisher kills him a lot faster, I think. 5 turns versus 3 turns? No blocks. I think we will attack with the Fisher here. You know, we're not at risk of getting corrupted. Oh, never mind. I think we just do this now. Yeah, we can do this before we attack. In case, I don't know. Yeah, proliferate for sure. Bring back the hybrid. And we can attack. I was going to say, I guess I guess if we played the hybrid, then we just threaten lethal next turn, but this uses our mana a lot better. Okay, Toxic 2. Guess we blocked that one. Ow. Bolt charge. That's annoying. And just like that, we are behind. Okay, let's see. We have enough mana to play all of our creatures. So we probably do that. And then save the dose for next turn. Oh, I guess we can dose this turn. Is that worth doing? Probably. Rather than playing a 1/3 that doesn't do anything. I guess it blocks. The 1/3 does block. But I can't block this anyway. Yeah, I think we dose this. I suppose the alternative was to play the 1/3. We would be able to block better, and then we could throw our hybrids away to trade and then dose and bring them back. So that was also an option. But he's not attacking in with everything, so we're just going to do this. We are at 11. Pass. Ouch. Let's do this. I think this is worth keeping. It blocks well, right? So we can go to attackers. Let's get in with our flyers. This puts him at 2, so we have a lot of lethal. We have a lot of lethal creatures now because he's also at 9 toxic, and we can drop this guy. And we can drop the raptor. We have 3 blockers. We're at 8 life. I think we're in a pretty safe spot. Okay, so he's literally just fishing. I don't think there's much that gets you out of this. I guess white has that wrath effect. Okay, so he's just turning everything sideways. Sure. Yes, we can block. 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 Okay, cool. Okay, next up is A and B. This does not look like a keepable hand. Only 2 black sources, and we can play this on turn 2. I suppose if we draw islands, it's okay, but we have 2 5-drops, and the 3-drop doesn't do much. I'm kind of like, I guess Trawler Drake is not as good as I thought he was. Ugh. This is also not amazing, but at the very least we have Seer on turn 1 to like dig for something, and we can bring the end, so I think this is keepable. We have a Seer. I feel like I might be greedy and ditch a land here. Alright, so maybe he plays something on turn 3 we can counter, and then we can do other things. Necro Squito, huh? Okay. I really don't like that Magic Arena tells the opponent if you have an instant or sorcery in your hand by pausing, you know, on end steps and stuff like that. It's so I have to go to blocks. It's really like you have to be super vigilant about clicking the pass button to make it not obvious that you have something. I guess, yeah, because this had Summoning Sickness. On Magic Online, you could like set stops more definitively. Like here, you can only do it for a given turn. I don't care about a Skull Bomb. Do we want a swamp? I think a swamp is fine. You know, we want to get to 4 lands at least, right? We'll play this. Could play either the Skittering or the Trawler Drake. I think we just play out the Drake. And now he probably plays something unfortunate. Yeah, that's annoying. Would have been nice to counter something, but it's okay. We're gonna draw Doze. Let's dig for a Doze. Stop. Why does it not stop? Am I at upkeep and draw? I click that. Okay. Well, let's see here. I think now we play Skittering, even though it's not great for the mana. We can kind of block stuff. Ugh. Not great. Let's do this. I should have attacked with Trawler Drake. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't, because I could offer the trade. I don't want to trade away until I can get Necro Squiddo on the board. Cool. I don't mind that play at all. Like, I feel like that's just him throwing away a creature. I mean, I guess he can get it back with Skull Bomb, but... Okay, that was... good. We can't Doze and Necro Squiddo, so we just Necro Squiddo. If we draw an island, we can do both. Uh-oh. That card is scary. Can I tap that? Only creatures, huh? And we drew a swamp. We Doze this. I think we can wait. He's letting me attack. Let's see. Well, now I am gonna Doze it. Because he's probably gonna try to tap down my stuff, right, so he can get in with the thing. We don't get to hold up counter here, but he only has 4 lands. He's kind of stuck on land. That's fine. He can play a 2/2. He can play another 2/2, I guess. Okay, let's activate this. I'm good with a raptor. Yeah. Let's see if he's getting. Nope, still not tapping the Necro Squiddo. Okay, we can play the raptor. Is he gonna like double tap or something like that to get into poison and get me to corrupted? Nope. Okay, so do we want to use our Seer here? We wouldn't be able to proliferate onto him anymore. It might be worth it though. We have a good number of lands, so drawing another land is unlucky. I can't do anything about that. Because he doesn't have any poisons. So it just dies. Skitterfing, this one we can counter, so I think we will. Because he's tapped out. And yeah, let's just do this. Pestilence Siphoner. This could be worth it because we can start poisoning him with this. Unless he wants to like tap it, but this could turn on our skittering. Skitterline, I should say. Seer's not doing a whole bunch. I guess he's blocking one of the Blight Bellies, but we have 2 for that, so. Unlucky, I don't like that. We are, I think, severely outcarded here. This is like gonna be a slow and painful death. You gonna tap my Siphoner? Yeah, he is. Okay. No attacks, I guess. There's the Thrumming Bird. Unlucky because we got rid of the counter on Seer, right? Okay, wait, sorry about that. We're back. Let's see. Pass. Do we attack? I don't think so. If he's gonna tap anything down. Probably the Siphoner, yeah. Right. I guess we attack with this because we can proliferate. We're not blocking with a 1/1. We can't really deal with this 4/4 right now. 4/4 Toxic too. Ugh. Doze would do it, I guess. Huh? He's giving it flying or what? Death Touch? Yeah, Death Touch. Uh-huh. Okay, I think for now we just take it, unfortunately. We don't need to trade anything away yet. One sec. Okay, I wonder if this guy was in our pod. He took all the black. And he got this blade was in our draft also. Yeah. Making another copy. I think we're pretty dead. Now we've drawn another land. So that's not great. Okay, he's tapping that. I don't think we can afford to attack. We can trade this away for one of the 4/4s. Okay, this guy was definitely in our pod, right? Because we saw this Rat King go by. think we might have seen this like really early. I probably would have taken it though. I really like the immobilizer. It's quite good. It has like insane synergy with Thrumming Bird, right? It's just Icy Manipulator at that point, which is completely busted in draft. I think he took this and then he went the rat deck. So props for that. Alright, yeah, we're just massively outvalued here. I'm just going to concede because I don't have anything I can use to get out of this. GG's. Yeah, pretty okay draft, I guess. Didn't go all the way, but we didn't wipe out either, so that's always fine. I mean, did we get 3 wins or 4 wins? 4 wins? Yeah, I mean, we take that, right? Basically break even, maybe a little extra. Let's claim the prize and open the packs. Let's see what we got. Oh, there's extra packs. That's exciting. Hey, we got a Kaido. And then there's this pack for some reason. And we got a mythic thing. At Sushi. Cool. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.